which is fundamentally where you're going to be, so that they can actually do the work that you want them to do and do it at 100 times the speed, with no complaints and at 100th of the cost. And so I'll give you an example. If you're like, hey, I want you, like, this is a very simple example because most people can understand this use case, which is like, hey, I want you to write some copy for me, right? So it's like, hey, write this email copy for me. If they write copy and it sounds like AI slop, it's usually because you didn't give anything to it besides write words that are English and correct and make it sound like the internet, which is fundamentally what AI sounds like. It was trained on the internet, right? And so it's not the best writing. But if you say, hey, here's 12 rules that you can never break, and here's 16 writing samples of mine, and I want you to write only according to this, you're gonna probably get an output that's probably like 5 times as good at that. Now, if you repeat that loop 100 more times, all of a sudden you'll have an output that's perfectly trained on the patterns, except with a person, they forget some of the things you said 16 times ago, and it takes them time to go type it, or time to go, learn that feedback cycle. And those 100 cycles might take you a year and a half with a person, but it can take you 100 minutes with AI. Some of you are not using AI at all. Some of you guys are AI laggards and are like, I don't need it. No one's ever going to replace humans. And good for you. I love that for you. It'll make it easier to beat you, but do you? There are people today that use fax machines. There are people today who still count on their fingers. It doesn't mean that it makes them more likely to compete. It means that they are competing and still winning with a disadvantage, which means that they have to be so much better in other arenas, right? And so it'd be like not getting on the internet for your company. Are there companies right now that do not have websites and make money? Absolutely. Do they make as much as they could? Probably not. And so this is an absolute promise to you, is that throughout all of human history, humans plus superior technology beat humans with inferior technology. It worked from the Stone Age to the Bronze Age. It worked from the Bronze Age to the Iron Age. It worked from the Iron Age to the Titanium Age, right? Or the Aluminium, which I think my Aussies say. To what you can see it very naturally. And so also I want to give this as a little bit, like a tiny bit of stress relaxation for you. As long as it is humans plus tools against humans with other tools, then you are still competing against humans. And as long as that game still goes, you should feel endlessly confident. The day that you try to beat the machine, you will lose. And every time we've tried to say machines will never beat us at chess, machines will never beat us at Go, machines will never beat us at insert X, they always do. Just like autopilot on planes, everyone is very against it. Now, there's going to be pushback on a lot of AI stuff, but not because of its function, but because of people's emotions around it. Real quick, I'm going to show you the exact 10-stage roadmap from 0 to 100 million plus that less than 1% of companies finish. I've now done multiple times. And so I can say with a lot of confidence that these are the stages as headcount increases that you need to get through. And I broke each of these down by 8 different functions of the business, what the constraint feels like what are the symptoms of it when you're going through it, and then what steps we actually took to graduate. And we've done this across software, physical products, service businesses, brick and mortar, all of this, and it works. And it's my gift to you. It's absolutely free. And so the link's in the description, but you just go acquisition.com/roadmap, just enter your info and it'll spit it right back to you, all free. Now, in a world of infinite AI labor and intelligence, where the cost of intelligence and labor go to functionally zero, or rather the cost of energy, the last valuable thing that a human will get paid to do will be to take risk. And so that is something that you incur that no one else can really take away from you, which is why I think money will exist in the future. It's just that labor won't have value. And that's where this gets difficult. So it'll be more and more difficult to provide value to a marketplace when you yourself, your labor, your inherent work no longer has value when there's a robot that has infinite intelligence inside of it. It's stronger, it's faster.